Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. When I was recording this, I kind of forgot to hit the start button, like to record beforehand. So I completely skipped over the team preview and even part of the opening animation. So yeah, that's my bad. But I have added a bunch of new stuff to this as far as like an overlay goes. So hopefully that'll make up for it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's get to it. So I wasn't expecting to run into no guard entrainment Mega Halucha at all during this latter season whatsoever. I kind of figured that whole thing just died out. So I was like, there's no way this is entrainment Mega Halucha, right? Like, surely it's not, right? And this is probably the longest turn one of my entire life so far because I was just like gonna go about my business and I was just like, there's no way, right? I literally sat there and doubted myself for like 35 seconds on whether or not this was Entrainment Mega Halucha. And pretty much after a whole bunch of back and forth, as you can see, I decided to just commit and say, you know what? I'm going to risk it. If I'm wrong, whatever. And it turns out I see the Mega Evolution and I'm like, okay, it's still possible that this is normal Halucha, but if I'm wrong, then that's good. Because my whole idea here is if this was Entrainment No Guard Mega Halucha, I would skill swap and steal No Guard. And sure enough, I skill swap and there it is, no guard. So yeah, I kind of should have like figured that when I saw Excadrill because it gets Horn Drill, Fissure, a couple of Oko moves. And now it's got Magic Bounce. So that's one crisis avoided and it misses the Fissure. And then I go for Psychic Fangs and just completely get rid of the Halucha. So no more entrainment for you. I don't know why people think that cheesing the system is fun, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. That's like the whole point of like Espeon is to just not deal with the bullshit online. And so the Rotom comes out and I'm just kind of sitting here like, all right, well, I'm not really too afraid of Excadrill because it's pretty much got Oko moves. So I'm just going to target the Rotom, and then I was thinking about targeting the Excadrill, but then I was just like, nah, I might as well just get rid of the Rotom and to just, deal with it. And then I get hit with Shadow Ball. As you guys saw, I have like little stat cards that pop up, so you guys can pause them if you like. But I don't think my opponent was expecting me to take that good of a hit. And then I take a Rock Slide and I just Psychic Fangs and get rid of the Rotom. So that's 2 Pokemon down. Espeon has a Focus Sash, but in this case it doesn't really need it. And then they bring out Dragonite, which kind of scared me a little bit. But I was like, well, I'm just going to set up a Reflect because it'll probably get targeted. And then I was thinking I'll hard press, but then I was just like, nah, I'll go with Psychic Fangs instead. And I survive the E-Speed. And then I get up a Reflect. I'm like, okay, if Espeon goes down, at least I'm safe for like 5 turns. And Espeon goes down. And here is basically my idea is, obviously, if it's not Mega Dragonite, people are going to run Multi-Scale over Inner Focus. So the plan here is was basically to deal with the Dragonite, but I ended up getting flinched, as you guys saw. So instead, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to double the Dragonite. And that was pretty much the whole plan that I had there, because I was just like, I don't really know what else to do. I mean, Excadrill is just going to sit here and either go for Rock Slide or try to gamble on Oko moves. Swampert takes an E-Speed very well, and Excadrill lands the Fissure, much to my surprise. So I was like, oh, well, so much for getting rid of Dragonite. But I went for Ice Punch to get the KO after the multi-scale broke. But that actually did a lot. Getting it down to 44 and then it healing back up to half is pretty insane. So of course, my only option left is Sinistra. So Sinistra comes out and is going to do Sinistra things, which is Hospitality and Rage Powder, because Swampert is my win con here. So I sat there and thought about it for a second. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to delete the Dragonite right now. And then I'm just going to Rage Powder because I have a feeling that a Fissure is coming my way. And this is something I did not expect. I was expecting full-on Fissure. So after going for the Rage Powder here, I see that this guy went for Horn Drill. And I don't know if it would have landed or not, but that was crazy. And Sinistra takes an Iron Head from Dragonite. And Swampert finishes off the Dragonite. So that's nice. So now it's basically a 2v1. And of course, leftovers coming in handy. So my only option left here is just Earthquake. And I know that Sinistra can take an Earthquake pretty good, so I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna Rage Powder again because, you know, Swampert's my win con, so I gotta keep it safe. And what I was not expecting was a second Fissure to land. So it's a good thing I Rage Powdered because Swampert would have been dead. But what I also wasn't expecting is for this guy to have a Focus Sash on his Excadrill. But at the same time, it's Excadrill, so I should have expected it to have Focus Sash. Either way, this is basically the end of the match because he has to gamble on a basically on a Oko move. So I'm like, okay, it's a 30% chance that I, get hit. But I'm going to protect the stall one turn so that way I can lower their usage of the move once. And they go for Horn Drill, so not a big deal. Reflect goes off, so again, not a big deal. And at first I was thinking Ice Punch, but then I was like, nah, I'll just do Waterfall, just because. They go for Horn Drill and they miss, and I just basically clean up the match with a Waterfall, and that's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle and this commentary. I'm still kind of new to it, and hope you guys enjoyed the overlays as well, and I will see you guys next time.